Good morning, YouTube. It's Brother Gerald, YouTube philosopher, and I'm on my way to a job. And I was just driving past where I saw a couple, a man, and he had his baby, and right next to him was a Mexican girl. Now, the one thing I noticed about the man was that he was a black man, nice afro, very lean, looked kind of like my build. I think he was fairly muscular. But he's walking with this overweight Mexican girl, and she was kind of sort of cute. You know, I kind of have a partiality to Latin women, but that's beside the point, especially in consideration of me being in the process of divorcing my black wife. The thing that I noticed was that these two people were walking together, and they were walking together in appearance of being a family. Now, here it is, I'm in a relationship with a black woman that I don't want to have nothing to do with anymore. And it's not on account of her blackness. It's not on account of me being black. It's on account of rude and disrespectful behavior. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that I would want to be with an overweight Latin woman. But I think if my happiness, if God were to present to me a woman that was fat, Mexican, and demonstrated to me that she was going to be nice to me, that she was going to be faithful to me, that she was going to be trustworthy and respectful in her conversations and dealings with me, then to me, that's the one I want to be with. So for these women, Crystal and Kerrison, and the Black Goddess, you guys want to go your own way. I definitely can appreciate that you're going your own way based on the consistent and persistent reputation that you say black men are all about. You don't have jobs, you are just, all you want to do is have sex with us and be on our way. But I would just say that in order for this situation to be persisting and consistent, then you've got to start holding yourselves a lot more accountable to demand from any man the type of conduct that you desire from him. So maybe the reason why these white men or non-black men that you're going to deal with are going to treat you better is because you guys are approaching them with the attitude that they are better and worthy of respect and being treated nice. Because I would just say for you to walk into the door and look at this black man assuming all these terrible things, then your expectations may actually be satisfied. But if you basically say, these men are going to treat me the way I'm going to allow them to treat me, that would be more of a reasonable approach, because no man's going to be able to do anything to you unless you allow it. So if you allow a man to abuse you, if you allow a man to disrespect you, you allow a man to get between your legs and plant his seed and cause you to have his baby without his committed support, then to me, you get what you deserve. And the fact that you've got to drag this man to court to get some degree of satisfaction, you're not going to be happy. You might think you're going to be happy having this money, but you're going to be alone, and the men that are going to follow after him are going to be looking at you as an idiot as well as a means of exploitation as well, because they're going to sit here and say, well, hell, why should I take care of you and this baby when you weren't even clever enough or wise enough to get this father of your baby to stay with you? And why is he not wanting to stay with you? See, those are the questions a wise and reasonable man's going to ask. And I know that not all women are dumb. I know some women do get married, they have the children, and the men, for whatever reason, do what they do. But I'm just going to say that, for all of these women that, want to talk crazy about men, you guys really need to think a little more deeply about things, because I think you guys aren't thinking these things through. And I would just say that for me, in my particular situation, the only thing I want a woman to do is just be nice. Because if you can't show me true integrity in little things, I'm not going to waste my time trying to fit this square peg in a round hole. And I'm going to give you one example, and I'll let you go after that. And the example I'm going to give you is, I've been separated from my wife for almost a month now. And it just so happens that I started having some conversations with a female, and she's of the Latin persuasion, and she's a church-going woman, she's a God-fearing woman, and she's not like all of these other heathen women that are out here fornicating. She has her children to take care of, and if you want to get with me, Mr. Bailey, or even have an opportunity to court me, then you're going to have to show some integrity. And so I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. It's kind of you sounding like the woman that, I always wanted my wife to be. So I make a phone call. In fact, we used to having some daily phone calls. So the daily phone calls work out to where one day I call her during the business day. Hey, how you doing, darling? How's everything going? Oh, I'm with a client right now. I'm going to call you back. Give me about 2 hours to call you back. So I don't get a call back till the next day, which is not a problem. I know sometimes I get caught up in business and work, so it's not uncommon for me to sometimes miss a call. So I'm not just gonna beat this woman up for, oh, she forgot to call me. No, she got caught up with work. Maybe she's dealing with her kids and something happened. She got distracted, no problem. So she calls me back the next day, and at the time she calls me back, I'm in the middle of a Bible study session online. And so that was about 5 p.m. So after the session's over, I get into a discussion about the subject matter discussed at the session with a fellow Bible believer. And so after our discussion's over, it's 10 o'clock. So I give this young lady a call to tell her, I'll see you call me. So she answers the phone, and, oh, I'm at a club, and I really can't talk right now. And I said, okay, well, give me a call later. Well, if I call you later, it's 10:30, 10 o'clock, I'm going to be pretty tired. I said, well, I'm not asking you to call me later today. Call me tomorrow or whenever. Have a good time. I'll talk to you soon. Now, I haven't talked to that woman since that conversation, and that was last Saturday, and today's Friday. So it's at a point where if you can't show me consistency and integrity, at what point am I to believe that you truly believe, one, the things that the Bible teaches? Because my Bible teaches that the God of the Bible is faithful. He's so faithful that he allows the rain to fall on the just and the unjust. So he's willing to allow the nourishing waters of rain to fall on the ground that's going to, prosper the wicked as well as the righteous, in that we'll continue to live another day. So it's at a point where I'm saying to myself that, this woman speaks to me of integrity, and she wants me to have integrity. I just want you women to understand that in me becoming a wise man, these are the things I'm going to look for. You give me your word, then you need to be consistent in carrying out your word, because I'm telling you straight up, if this woman ever talks to me, it'll be by her calling me first, because, I've deleted her number out of my phone book. So with that, I depart. You women want men of integrity, then you better start conducting your business as if you are that person that you desire to be. Because if you don't, you're not going to get him. Because I'm going to be patient to figure out just what kind of animal I'm dealing with. Am I dealing with, a buzzard, or am I dealing with a swan? I don't know if you guys know the story of the ugly duckling who turned out to be the most beautiful swan and thing. That's what I'm telling you that I'm looking for. And having me a business that is prospering, I'm doing well. I have employees. Got one right here with me who's acting as my chauffeur. But I'm grateful to have him, and I appreciate him, and I'm not being disparaging. I'm being facetious, because I'll get behind the wheel and carry him to the next location after we get to our first destination. So with that, I depart. I just want you women to really focus on being nice and to get rid of all of this garbage that's been obscuring and blocking you from dealing with God-honoring men. So peace to you all.